Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Traveling Cheesehead Podcast. I'm your host, Dannelle Gay, and today we're talking about something that's not flashy nor glamorous, but might just save your day on the road. If you've ever driven across Wisconsin in the middle of winter, or found yourself on that country highway with no cell signal, well, you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? So today's topic is what to keep in your car for emergencies. Because as my listener Katie said best, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And she is absolutely right. So let's talk about what every Wisconsin driver, families, travelers, adventure seekers, all of them should have packed and ready to roll. So let's start simple. There are a few things every car should have, whether you're commuting to Madison, chasing fall colors in Door County, or road tripping to the Dells. So here's your basic core emergency kit for your car. Jumper cables or a portable battery jump starter, because dead batteries love cold mornings. Oh, don't we love that? No, I don't know about you, but sometimes I have a hard time getting started on a cold morning. A first aid kit. Now, just think about bandages, antiseptic wipes, any personal medications, something you might need if you're stranded for, a few hours or longer. A flashlight, extra batteries, or better yet, a hand crank one. In the cold weather, the life of a battery shrinks, so a hand crank one is a fabulous idea. A multi-tool or small toolkit for quick fixes. Just some of the basic things, pliers, screwdrivers, things like that all worked into one little handy tool. A tire gauge and a tire repair spray or a small compressor. These fix-a-flat cans, things like that, because it's not like you can just zip over to the local mobile station or Quick Trip when you have a flat tire and you're out in the middle of the country. Duct tape. Okay. Duct tape literally fixes everything from bumpers to broken boots. It even works in part of a medical kit in case of emergencies. That silver little roll is absolutely fabulous. Now, if you want to dress it up, get one of the cute little colored ones that they use for the crafts, but just silver duct tape is a good thing on its own. And then reflective triangles or flares, because you want to be seen if you're pulled over in the middle of the night by whoever might be coming by. And yes, a phone charger that stays in your car full time. Bonus points if it's solar or the hand crank model. Okay, now, we live in Wisconsin, so we're going to add a winter layer to this list. Mother Nature here has a sense of humor sometimes. So, pack these in your cold weather duffel and rotate it out seasonally. We always put them back in the garage when spring finally hits and then check it before it goes back in the car, then usually in early November. So, inside your winter kit, blanket or sleeping bags, enough to keep everyone in the car warm if you get stranded. I have this long story about Elgin Plaza 9 on the Illinois Tollway, and 4 of us in the car. We had to pull over, and yes, we were there at the tollway, and I won't even want to tell you how horrible the bathrooms were, but having blankets in the car made a big difference as far as waiting for a tow truck or anything like that. So blankets are a biggie. Extra hats, gloves, and socks. Layers are your friend. And sometimes we think it's just going to be a quick little trip and we might not grab a hat or we might not have a pair of gloves on. It's good to have them handy in your little winter car care kit. While I'm talking about that, hand and foot warmers. Those little gel packs, and if you use it, then you can usually pop it in the microwave or some boiling water to reactivate it again. I like the reusable ones, but take a little time looking around for them in the stores, and they're usually on clearance in the spring while they're making way for spring and summer merchandise, so you can stock up on those for the following winter. Now, a small folding shovel. They have the ones where the handles will telescope out also. So sometimes we have a little slip and we have to dig ourselves out of a snowbank. Or maybe we're going to have to scatter a little cat litter or sand. Those shovels become very valuable and they don't take up that much space when they're collapsed. That takes me to cat litter or sand. That gives you the traction under your tires if you get stuck. Now, I like to do cat litter, a bag of cat litter in the back of the car because we actually have cats at home. So if I make it through the winter and we don't have to use the cat litter, then the cats will use the cat litter until next winter comes around and I get a new bag. Now, ice scraper and a brush. Keep one inside the car, and I don't mean in the trunk, in the car. Now, I know we're all creative and innovative here in Wisconsin, and there's been a few mornings where you've probably whipped out the driver's license or a credit card to scrape that frost off your window. When it gets thicker, it's a lot easier to use that snow brush. We were joking with a few other people and talked about make sure you put the winter air in your tires and make sure you put the winter flush on your windshield wipers. Well, this is really kind of true. There's the purple windshield wiper fluid that is rated for the sub-zero temperatures. There's nothing worse than hitting that wiper fluid to clear your windows on your car when you're looking at kind of sleet, slushy stuff coming down and then they freeze up. Switch in the winter to that winter grade sub-zero wiper fluid, and when it gets cold, you're going to need to add a little bit of air to those tires to keep that tire pressure up. You want to be safe on the roads, and making sure your tires are right for the season makes a big difference. This one is underrated, and it goes back old school. A candle and matches in a metal coffee can. And if you're not the coffee can type, ask around or even get a number 10 can from some of your friends who work at a restaurant. If you ever get stuck in a car overnight, one lit candle in a can will keep the interior of your car surprisingly warm. And to keep that candle stable, you can use a little bit of that cat litter. Some people agree with this one. Some people think it's a little over the top. It is the Duffel of Preparedness. Okay, I'm not saying this is for all the doomsday preppers, but things happen. Sometimes, you have to escape an area. We've seen it happen in the Midwest where, in Ohio, the whole trains derailed and there was areas where people had to leave their homes or leave their work and they weren't able to go home right away. So that's where this comes in. It's kind of a go bag. I get a little passionate about this. I think every car should have a go bag. It's a duffel or a bin filled with comfort and survival items. So here's what you would find inside of mine. Bottled water or a few reusable pouches. So rotate them out every 6 months or so. Bottled water doesn't keep the best. I think the bottles kind of break down a little bit. So bottled water, protein snacks. There's tons of protein bars out there. You can even see a fun end cap at Aldi where they have different protein and granola bars. Think nuts, granola bars, jerky, dried fruit. Things that in the hot summer they won't melt, but yet in the winter you can still get them and be able to chew it. A rain poncho or an emergency poncho for each person. This will do double duty. It'll keep you dry and whatever you're carrying underneath the poncho, but it also helps insulate for a little bit of warmth. Baby wipes or wet wipes, because life happens, and I'm just going to leave it at that one. A small towel or a microfiber cloth. It's amazing what you can clean with a microfiber cloth and just a little splash of water. A change of clothes sometimes is a very helpful thing. Think socks, underwear, sweatshirt. Trust me, you will thank yourself if you ever have to dip into this. Plastic bags for garbage or for muddy shoes. You can even go to the dollar store and get those plastic shower caps, or next time you find yourself in a hotel, grab those little clear shower caps. They go over the shoes nicely too. Cash. Some people like some small bills and coins. Not everything in rural Wisconsin will take credit cards. I'm not telling you how much cash to put in your car or where to put it in your car, because if you do put it in your car, we don't want everyone having the same answer on that one. And then a printed map or, a gazetteer atlas kind of a thing. Roads don't change that much, and your GPS is great until it isn't, because all of a sudden you're in a spot that has no signal. Makes it a little hard to navigate your way out if you have to hoof it. For those of us who travel with kids or with pets, You're going to want a few snacks and juice boxes if the kids are getting a little anxious or something like that. It is absolutely amazing what a little snack or juice will do to help calm them down. In fact, I was at the Kalahari when we were staying overnight, and I think it was 27 tornadoes went across Wisconsin that summer, that day. We were they were like a well-oiled machine, got everybody into the basement, and then they were passing out towels and blankets for people. Then they started passing out drinks. Then they started passing out snacks to the kids, and it is just amazing. Something as simple as a juice box and a snack can really make a difference with a kid in calming them down. Also for the kids, favorite blanket or stuffed toy, puppy treats, extra waste bags for the dogs. I even have a deck of cards in my car because whether I'm alone, I can play solitaire, or if you're with people and you're stuck and you're waiting for someone, by all means, a deck of cards can help you pass the time. Now, if you've got kids, you already know that an hour-long delay can feel like an eternity. So think about comfort, boredom busters, and safety. Activity books, crayons, or small games. Nothing with 500 pieces. No. Nothing with 500 pieces. Car sickness supplies. Some plastic bags, wipes, spare shirt, that comes in handy. And a backup power bank to recharge tablets or phones. I mean, that's the world we live in today. I think that between games on their phones and things like that, it's a great way that they can go ahead and keep themselves calm. And for the younger kids, a small blanket and pillow for naps while you wait things out. It's all about lowering that stress level, theirs, which then lowers yours. Okay, for the car itself, let's make sure we show your car a little love too. Keep these tucked in your trunk or in your side compartment. Extra windshield wiper fluid, motor oil and coolant, spare fuses and a small funnel. I have a collapsible funnel. Bungee cords and rope. That scraper, brush, snow broom combination thing. And if you can, a small fire extinguisher. Also, check your spare tire if you have one every few months. I can't tell you how many people have a spare that is flat when they absolutely need to use it. Now that's not going to help you. Here are a few quick hit reminders, some pro tips. Rotate those snacks, water, and batteries every 3 to 6 months. In winter, keep that gas tank at least half full. It prevents the fuel line freezing up and buys you heat time if you're stuck. Let someone know your route when you're driving in remote areas. And if you ever break down, stay with your car unless it's unsafe. It's shelter and rescuers can find you easier. So there you have it, your ultimate Wisconsin road readiness checklist. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. Because let's be honest, we live in a place where 1 minute it's sunshine and cheese curds, and then the next, it's a snow squall that turns I-94 into an ice rink. So grab that duffel bag or two, pack your essentials, and remember, it's always better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. If you found this episode helpful, subscribe to the Traveling Cheesehead Podcast wherever you listen. Share it with your favorite road trip buddy or that friend who always borrows your jumper cables. Until next time, I'm Dannelle Gay, your Traveling Cheesehead, reminding you, stay curious, stay safe, and keep that gas tank above half full.